So, thank God this didn't happen till day after my birthday. So, Tuesday morning, I usually get up to go to the bathroom a couple of times in the night. And I get up, I don't know, maybe 5 o'clock in the morning, between 5 and 6. Everything's dark. I get up and I notice that I kind of toppled and I banged into the door frame of the bathroom. So I'm like, half asleep, half awake. I'm so tired. And I was like, what the heck? Why did I topple like that? And I sit down, go to the bathroom and I open up my eyes. And the room is, they say it's spinning, but what I saw was it doing this whoosh, whoosh, not going in circles, but just whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. And I'm like, what the heck? And so, I go to wash my hands and everything's just going, just whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. And I contemplated, maybe if I go to sleep and it'll go away. And I think I went to turn on the light. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I felt like I was gonna vomit. I felt like sweat was pouring from every pore in my body. And I just called to my husband and I was like, I said I need to go to the hospital. And he's like, I thought you were just going to try and sleep it off. Like, because he has work. He doesn't like to miss work because now that he's a manager, just so much work. And some new guy started and I'm like, I called my brother and the whole room is just spinning. It was like one of the, that whooshing. Man, I've had 3 kids. I've had several surgeries. I've had past kidney stones. We went through this hurricane, and I've never, ever, ever been so scared in my life as that moment of losing. Your total equilibrium is off. You have no control of your body at all. That was like one of the worst, if not the worst experience I think that I've ever gone through in my life. And the thing is that my ear has been popping a lot. It's really not completely recovered, my ear, from the whatever infection I had. And I noticed that after I wash my hair, my ear feels like it's still clogged. And so I bought foam earplugs, and that doesn't work. They pop out. And then I bought rubber ones, but they're attached to a string. And when I wash my hair, I have to brush out my hair in the shower with a ton of conditioner. Or my hair just looks like a big poofy mop, And so as I would be brushing, combing out my tangles, it would pull on the string and it would pop out anyway. And so I kind of just gave up on that and I just try not to get water on my hands. But lately, there's nothing I can do. It just keeps going in and my ears start popping. And I remember when I got out of bed, I heard something going on. It didn't sound like a pop. It sounded like a crack. And so I called my brother because he's lived there for 6 years. And like every other year he goes to the emergency room. He gets this. And so I called my brother. He knew if I'm calling at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, he knows it must be bad. I think it was 5 now that I remember because I was home before my husband had to get to work. And so he's like, yeah, what's happening? He knew something had to be bad. And I I him, and he's like, I need to get to the emergency room. They give you, they give you pills for that usually take it away immediately. But I'm like, oh my goodness, it was just horrible. All this profuse sweat, and I was like having a panic attack. And as I'm talking to him, my husband went to go get the car because he knew I wasn't going to be able to walk. And to bring it closer to as close to our apartment as possible. And by that time, it started slowing down. The whooshing started slowing down and slowing down. And then just a little bit. And then by the time my husband came to get me, it was it had stopped spinning. But it was, my eyes were still sensitive. I like had to keep them closed. We're going down the stairs. He gets me in the car as he's driving. I just, the movement was making me so dizzy. I like had to keep my eyes closed while he was driving. Getting to the hospital, thank God. By this time it was like 6, I think. And thank God nobody was in the emergency room. And they took me right away, took me straight to the back. And, they knew, it was vertigo. And they gave me the medication. They gave me the prescription for the medication. And, they were telling me that sometimes it happens and you'll never get it again. But, it's something that happens once in a while, not all the time. And they said usually what it is that a bone cracked in your ear. They said you have like little stony rock type things in your ear. And if one of them goes out of place, it gives you the vertigo. And when she looked at my ear, she was telling me, and this is what every doctor's been telling me, it doesn't look like anything's wrong. I said, because it's inside. They said, but I would see a swelling in your eardrum, and I don't see that. And I'm like, look, all I know is something's popping in my ear. Now, I already made the appointment for the ENT, but it's not until next Friday. They didn't, take any blood. They just gave me the pill, and they told me I just need to rest. That the only thing that's going to make it completely go away is a good sleep. And they wanted to make sure I was resting before they sent me home. And so at 7 is when they change, change shifts. So I told the doctor, look, just please prescribe me the medicine before you leave, because one of the issues that I have with these hospitals is that one doctor didn't tell the other doctor what to do, and then I'm going through this whole mess trying to get what I need. So she said, yeah, I'm going to discharge you. I'm going to give you what you need. And then I asked her, I said, look, I've had this sinus infection for 3 months already. Can you actually prescribe me an actual antibiotic? And she said, no problem. So I said, thank God. So she gave me the prescription for both, and basically just instructions that you have to lay down. That's what, makes it easier. And try to find the most comfortable position that I can that makes it less whooshing. And, you just got to sleep it off, basically. That's what they said. But my head was sensitive. My eyes were sensitive. I was petrified. I am paranoid. I've been paranoid since last Tuesday. I just thank God it was the day after my birthday. So I went home, and they said you shouldn't be driving at all today. I had to cancel my daughter's appointment. I had to postpone her appointment. She needs to see the ENT too, and we're going to discuss about taking out the tonsils. So I had to reschedule that till the end of the month, because I had appointments every day. And so I just rested all day Tuesday, just rested. And then Wednesday, I had to take my son to school, and I had to take her to her doctor's appointment. I was a little upset because I thought it was going to be a physical. She's been getting headaches, a lot of headaches and pain right here. But they did thorough allergy testing on her. She's got no allergies. So the doctor said, well, when the appointment was made, you said something about headaches. And they said that the pollen, and not just pollen, there's so many irritants in the air right now that people without allergies are getting messed up from it. So she said all of this was swollen on my daughter. And she said, I'm going to give you an allergy pill. I forgot the name of it. It's something you squirt up your nose. Not Afrin. Afrin is addicting. You use Afrin for more than 4 days, and you'll never breathe again because you will have to use it all the time. Your nose will get addicted to it. So I forgot what this other one was, but she gave her that and the allergy pills, and told her that at night to take Benadryl. So that'll knock her out. She shouldn't have any pain. And it's been working, thank God. So then Thursday came, and my daughter wanted to go to, she wanted to go to, a meetup. And so I took her. It was local. I took her, and she gets physical therapies on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesday, I didn't drive at all. And so I dropped her off, and then, I was supposed to get my Krispy Kreme gift, and, I also went to Sprinkles to get my cupcake, and I went to Krispy Kreme to get my free donuts, which I brought home to my family. Anyway, yeah, because like I said, I don't usually eat the box. I usually don't touch it. When you get there and it's fresh out of the oven, I'll have one. They usually give you one free. They didn't that night. I don't know. They had some guys there who looked like they really didn't want to be there. But anyway, so basically got my free donut, got my free box of donuts, brought it home to my family. On Friday, I had my arthritis appointment. And I'm just, I'm feeling dizzy the whole week. I was scared to drive. I was driving slower than usual, just in case. I got my prescriptions and I got Dramamine. And because they said, my brother was telling me that you could take Dramamine over the counter if you run out of the pills. So what I did was I kept the pills at home because guess what? They didn't have my pills on hand. I had to wait till they ordered it. So I had the Dramamine on me just in case. I'm driving around all week. I'm dizzy all week. By Thursday night, I am just exhausted. And then Thursday morning, actually, it was time to go pick up my car. Finally. And I remember I was asking my husband, and I knew that it would be a 2-hour lunch break as opposed to a 1-hour lunch break. But he's trying to, train this new guy, and he's like, I said, you don't have to, but if you can, he's like, I really, really have to train this guy. I really, really prefer not to. And then sometimes they have like the, managers coming, regional managers coming. And so, again, just drove there slowly, got gas, and, came back. So right there I had already done. So I'm driving all day Monday, all day Wednesday I'm out. All day Thursday I'm out. And Friday I have my doctor's appointment. Thank goodness that was local. And basically what he said to me was that there are 2 different kinds of arthritis. And there's one that's a chemical reaction and one that is a degenerative. And he said the chemical one you treat with chemotherapy. Not gonna happen. If I had cancer, I don't think I would. I pretty much have a mindset I wouldn't do that because it just destroys your good cells along with your bad cells. And I know that in people I've seen who died of it, usually it's the chemo that kills them more than the cancer. So he said basically, again, he just asked a million questions. He said, from what I'm hearing from you, what you have is degenerative arthritis. And that's non-treatable. Except, of course, the usual lose weight, which, as we know, ever since freaking menopause, I'm not losing any weight. Unless I eat vegetables all day. And I have been trying to buy the foods that the nutritionist told me to buy, but I've just been too tired. It takes preparation, and I've just been so tired and out of it. But anyway, he said he wants to do some blood work. He wants to take some more x-rays. And so he gave me the orders for that and said when I come back for my follow-up, he'll give me the handicap parking. But it's temporary. I don't know how to get it permanent. He told me that your doctor can do it, and my doctor refused to do it. I don't know. You go to your arthritis, So that confirmed to me that I need to find a new PCP. So when I got home, I felt like my body couldn't take anymore. And I forgot that this was my son's spring break. And when I looked on the calendar, that was my new PCP appointment was for this week. My daughter has physical therapy, but literally it's across the street from me, so I don't care about that one. But she had her her therapist appointment. My husband has his PCP appointment on Friday, and I just couldn't anymore. I just could not. I could not. I called and I canceled my appointment and my daughter's appointment, but I left the one for my husband, and I'll go with him on Friday. But I needed to rest. I needed to rest so bad. I canceled those appointments. When I woke up Saturday morning, my body just could not even function. It was just so, not like I could move, but it was like every part of my body was aching. I was dizzy all week. I had headaches all week. And I knew I did the right thing. I postponed my appointment till next Monday. As badly as I wanted to do this blood work, I felt like my emotional well-being at this point was more important. And so I just took this week to relax. And then I also realized I had to do my taxes. I have not done my taxes. And last time I waited till the last minute, it was crazy. If you remember, it was probably the worst week, most stressful week of my life. So I was going to do it on Saturday, but I was like, I just can't. Sunday, I felt so much better. It was like I rested all day Saturday, and I felt so much better. The headaches went away. My body felt more rested. But I don't know what's going on. One of the things that this thing did to me was when I'm falling asleep too quickly. And it's funny, you know how sometimes you feel like you're falling when you're trying to sleep and you wake up startled? Well, it isn't like that, but then I realized the word fall asleep. I still feel like if I fall asleep too quickly, it freaks me out and I wake up. And that's what started happening to me. After I was so well rested on Sunday, feeling better, I haven't been getting enough sleep. Because like I said, when I fall asleep too quickly, it startles me. It startles me. I feel like I'm losing control again. You know, when you fall asleep gradually, that's good. But when you fall asleep like really quickly and intensely, I wake up, I like that. And so Monday I started feeling out of it again, and that's when I did the video for you guys, and because I wasn't sure what to expect this week. Taxes wasn't bad. Thank God they changed the health thingy. They say that you don't have to answer it, but anymore, or I don't know. But if you do answer it, supposedly they're not allowed to penalize you anymore. Then it shouldn't even be there. But thank goodness it wasn't before as intense. We want to know how many days you had insurance for, what days you didn't have for, and if those days accumulate to 90 days, then you're going to get fined. None of that. It just says, were you insured? Yes. Okay. And it moved on. Thank God. So anyway, it seemed like some other things were a little bit more intense, but I just prayed to God I didn't make any mistakes because I was starting to feel out of it again. And it took me about an hour and a half. And I did it. Thank God I got that over with. And I started cleaning. One of the things I needed to do was clean my desk because I put there some paperwork of one of the places I have to go to for the x-rays is the same place that cheated us out of money last year. They told my husband he had to do a copay. And then come to find out that when it comes to labs and imaging, there are no copays. And they never gave my husband that money back. So I got the proof and I left it on the desk and paperwork piled up to here. I did most of it after I finished my taxes. I continued to do some yesterday. I found the papers, so I'm ready to go because I'm going tomorrow, and I'm gonna call them first though, and I'm going tomorrow, and we're gonna have a little fight if they try to get me to pay. Anyway, that's where the doctor says he wants me to go because he has like a rapport with them. So let's see what happens with that. I don't need to be fighting. I don't have patience right now with this dizziness because this has been happening now for a couple of nights. I cannot sleep if I fall asleep too quickly. I'm like that. It was like I have been paranoid every night when I wake up. I'm scared to open up my eyes. When I do, I'm like, is the room spinning? Is the room spinning? I feel like it could come back on at any moment because I've been so dizzy. So some of my friends told me, oh, it's your diabetes. First they said it's the diabetes from my shaking, my uncontrollable shaking. That's low blood sugar. And then the dizziness and all of that, they're saying, oh, that's high blood sugar. I wouldn't put it past me to have high blood sugar since I'm gained so much weight. But I don't know what's happening with my body. I can't wait till next week. I just know that this week, my mental health was at stake. I needed this rest. But, so I'm going to go next week, and I cannot wait till I get this blood work done. And when I rescheduled, I said, this is very important to me. After what they did to my daughter, I need to know. This is going to be blood work. They're going to get my blood work. And she said, yes, we put it down as a physical. They are going to get your blood work. I said, okay. I can't wait. But I had to postpone that. And, Monday, the worst of it was doing the taxes for an hour and a half. But it was pretty easy because I really don't have anything to claim. And, so again, yesterday it happened again. I'm not sleeping good. So yesterday I started feeling dizzy again. And shortness of breath. I've been feeling shortness of breath too. Like my body's just exhausted. But like I said, I did probably 75% of the paperwork. And last night was probably the worst one. I woke up and I'm trying to sleep, and it's my goodness, when I woke up this morning, I felt like there was like rocks in my head or something, like stones in my body, in my eyelids. It was horrible because that kept happening for like 2 or 3 hours. So I think I finally fell asleep a little after 9, woke up at about 9:40. I could barely keep my eyes open. I had a hard time getting up. And again, terrified because of the dizziness, terrified that this is going to happen again. And like my brother, he said he gets it. He's gone to the emergency about 3 times, but he says that he could feel it coming on and he'll take the pills right away. But I don't want to waste my pills. And, unless I see the room start swooshing like that again, I don't want to waste my pills. I looked it up, and basically, and it all comes down to this, it's a problem with your ears. The dizziness, the nausea, the shortness of breath. One of the major reasons for that is a problem with your ears. Vertigo causes those symptoms, and vertigo is caused by something wrong with your ears. So my ears are still popping. They're saying they don't see anything, but I could feel it's popping. I feel as though there might be like a liquid inside. So hopefully when I go next week to the ear doctor, I'm not going to get any crap about there's nothing wrong, because obviously there's something wrong if I have vertigo. So can't wait for that appointment. That's next Friday. Next Monday, the blood work. Next Friday, the ear doctor. So took Stephanie to her therapy yesterday. Stopped off at Walmart, which is right next door to the therapy place. Got some, some necessities we needed, a couple of things. And that was it. I rested most of the day. Came home and rested. And then today, I wouldn't have even been able to go to, well, it would have been a problem, but my husband volunteered to go help out. Some Hurricane Harvey victim had their house is still not fixed or something, and which I'm hearing that there's been a lot of issues with aid, but he volunteered for that, so it worked out. And I'm home doing this video, which I've been dying to tell you guys about. I talk about it. It makes me feel better. I share my life with people, and I feel this it helps some people, and whatever. So hopefully this won't happen again.